Hello, everybody. Hi. They just told me last week that I could go live, so I thought this is a great. Let's see if I can flip this. All right, well, I'll just put it, mirror your video. Wow. Oh, flip camera, that's perfect. Okay, look, you guys. Sun is setting. There's mountains behind me. Hold on, I'll show you the mountains. Oh, good, we can zoom in. Isn't this awesome? Uh-oh. Hey! Right. Okay, I'm on my skates. So welcome. Oh shoot, I'm losing the earring. I am a psychologist in my day job, and I love teaching about your deeper understanding of life. And basically, all right, so I listened to this video today, and I think I'm going to teach some of what that guy was teaching, because it was so great. Welcome to, okay, just making sure. Okay, so let's be in nature first. So this guy named Reno with Riches, I think. I was listening to him and Devotions with DeMarco today. I had a little extra time where I was just relaxing, and they both gave us so many tips for life. I just want to share them before I forget them. Now, I wrote some of them down. Sorry about the wind when I'm skating. Hey! All right, I'm going to come back to my friend's bed. All right, but they have music playing, so I can't do that. Swipe to see, I can't. Anyway, all right, here are the tips for our lives. So this is from Riches with Reno, Rheno, over on YouTube. Hi, welcome, Arabella. Okay, so I'm roller skating and giving advice for life. But this is the coolest thing, okay? So he was talking about, look, oh, there's a carousel over here. Look at the sun setting. See this? Oh, I can flip the camera again. It's better. Okay, just turn. Okay, so, hey y'all. Okay, so, look at the sunset behind me. Okay, so he was saying, like, these 5 things will help you. And you don't realize it. A lot of the things we learn, they're super obvious. Here, I'll turn. They're super obvious. But if we don't put our intention and pay attention to them, then sometimes we don't even know that that's what could help us in our life. And it's not just about helping. Like, Jesus said, now I'm going to quote from Jesus, because like he was the wisest person here besides saving people's souls. But he says, what does it profit if you gain the whole world but lose your soul, right? What if you gained? But besides that, like, not besides that, there's nothing really besides that. But also, we've got to figure out how to live here on this earth. We still have this world to contend with and our own personal lives. And so this guy was saying today that keep your eyes, like, don't look down. Now this is, hear these with your spiritual eyes. Hi y'all. Hi Jennifer. Hear this with your spiritual eyes. This is only my second time going live on TikTok. So I've gone live on my other stuff, but they didn't let me go live here. I've gone live on the other stuff lots, but look, I'm roller skating for us. I thought this would be a good background. There's all my friends. I'll go back to them. But so, all right, so and whatever you're facing, instead of being intimidated by it, right? 10 toes down. Keep your eyes focused. Don't look down. Don't look away. Stay present. Stay really deeply present within yourself. And what I kept getting, because I am a Christian, and I spend like time every day meditating in quiet with scripture. So I hear things spiritually. Now that sounds weird, but we all have this ability. Devotions with DeMarcus, that's the other guy's name. He was saying, someone's trying to catch up with me. He does that. He was saying it's just like if you're in a grocery store and you're on aisle 1 and your best friend's over on aisle 10, and no matter what's going on around, if your best friend calls out your name, you're gonna know who's calling you because you know who they are. You know them and they know you. And so, hey, welcome y'all. A. Thomas, Shaban, Vincent, if I didn't notify someone. Okay, so I'm roller skating while we give spiritual and psychological advice. I call it Holy Spirit activate, because I don't want just spiritual, but it's not going to be like religious, put you down in any way. But anyway, okay, so he was saying, where was I going with devotions with DeMarcus? I kept getting, so we all have intuition. So he was saying that, look at that. I love watching the wind just move in the tree. I wanted to share nature with you guys, but don't worry, I'm still focused. So if you hear your friend over on aisle 10, you're gonna know which direction. You're gonna know in the midst of all the noise. There's a U2 song that's coming to me. They have a hidden song called Wake Up Dead Man. And it's like, listen over the hum of the radio. Listen. Anyway, it has all of these poetic words to say. Listen over all of that. So be present. And step 1 that I learned from this guy, Riches with Reno, he's follows God as well, because he kept saying chosen ones. Now I gotta watch out for rocks. But is keep your eyes on whatever you're facing. Hi y'all, welcome. I grew up in Texas, so I can say y'all. All right, there's dirt on the trail. Okay, so these 5 things, I plan to go over at least 5 things while I'm live, is that will really change your life. They really will. And I just figured, it's TikTok, I might as well do this while I'm roller skating. Too bad I have my guitar. I could be playing us a song at the same time. I've never tried that yet. Because I get messages, and I do this because I encourage you. I get messages through songs, through pop songs, through any kind of songs. I put one up today. I'm not sure if I put it on my TikTok yet, but a minute of a song that's like a meditation. It's a song. All right, so that's just a bonus, is practice. Hi, Brian. Hi, B Mechanical and Bri. Taylor. Okay, so I have a Taylor guitar. All right, so is take time to be quiet and know. It's kind of like knowing your best friend. You know them by spending time with them. This is how you can begin to know and hear the voice of God. I'll show you one of my favorite places over here. People are playing tennis here, but there's volleyball people over here. And sorry if there's a wind. Look, I'll show you I had to turn this around. Hold on, I'll turn this around. I'll show you the balloon just went up. Flip camera. All right. See that balloon? It goes like 26 stories high. I finally tried it because one of my friends was like, let's do this. Pretty cool, right? I won't say what night this is because I still try to be, y'all know what night it is, but okay. So let's get here. You guys can see that. You don't even see my face the whole time. So how you know the voice of God in your own life is to take time. Take time. It's not like formal prayer, but it's just taking time, spending time with the Creator. Now, I read this ancient book. I can't remember. It's like from the 1600s. That's not that ancient. I have books from like the 400, because they're all free now, right? But he talked about, it's this book called The Cloud of Unknowing. He talked about put a cloud underneath you in your mind and you block out everything else, right? Just like we are when we're skating. Always, look at my heart. Always when I lace up, it's just kind of like permission to just let the world go. Even though I invited you into this space, look at that. Let the world go. Let it be quiet. Look, I'll show you the balloon again. Sorry if it's windy. And I need to figure out how to use my 360 camera because it'd be awesome right there. Okay, so let the world go in a cloud underneath you. And then you go up into another cloud. This is just one way some guy, an anonymous guy, figured out how to do this. And you just be in presence with God. God is love. God is the Almighty, the self-existent one. Let me make sure it's not kids, yeah. Volleyball. Okay, so, all right, so you're worth that. You know, people didn't teach us. Hi, y'all. Hi, Jane. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Katya. I don't know. Lena Sen, Mari. I just want to say hi. This is only my second live TikTok because they wouldn't let me go on for the longest time. Look, I'll get closer to the... Now we're doing tips, psychological, spiritual tips, but I say holy spiritual because I am a Christian, but I welcome all people because I think all people deserve to know this love and this truth. And mental health and psychological health, the word psyche in Greek, I took Greek, is, look at the dog, means your soul, and ology means the science of, the study of. So I am a psychologist in my day job, roller skating psychologist, right? I gotta start tagging that so people can find me because I'm weird. But we're all weird, you guys. You are all a unique expression of God. If this doesn't show you that you are all a unique expression of God, then what's going to do that, right? What's going to do that? Like singing, skating, psychologist. Hey, y'all. All right. Okay. So, step one, besides take some time every day, even if it's 10 minutes and you feel really stupid, it's just like a new relationship. You might feel stupid, but God will help you. God is divine love. God is the absolute infinite beingness, the I am that I am. That's what he said to Moses, is when he said, who are you? And so he's the self-existing one, the one, oh, here's all the, there's all a bunch of dogs over there, but anyway, we'll stay focused. All right, let me flip it one more time and I'll keep going into the topics. I hope you guys are liking the topic and the skating. Whoops, I have my cover on. Look, isn't that awesome? Look at the sun. This is just, like, I can't keep this to myself because it's just so beautiful. Look, skates. Now, I forgot I gotta look somewhat on the ground because sometimes there's rocks here. Okay, let me flip it back. Oh, this is like flip camera. All right. Okay, I'm back on me. Okay, see how it's bumpy over here? God protect me. Okay, so they have a little plane here. Just a little plane. All right, there's wood chips, so I gotta walk on through here. Okay, so step one was keep your eyes up, all right? Keep your eyes, whatever you're facing, don't let it intimidate you. No matter what's going on, don't let it intimidate you. With another person, now you don't have to get like in their face, but just don't look down in your life. If it's like today I was running up a hill. I know, I knew I was gonna be skating, but I was still running today. It's like weird. I used to not be like that. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? I just had to take it. It's a little picturesque over here, but okay, so is keep your eyes up. Keep your eyes up. And as you practice that, you become it, okay? What this guy named Devotions with DeMarcus says, oh, he's on YouTube. I found him maybe about 6 months ago or a year, but he says, you know, what you tune into, you turn into. And so you want to turn into, in the Bible, it says like, think about whatever is lovely, whatever is pure, whatever is praiseworthy, whatever is good report, whatever is, I mean, I saw a cancer doctor today, you guys. I can't say for whom because it's private, but I'm not talking about no pie in the sky stuff. I'm talking about this is real life. And look at how the balloon just came down. And you're worth knowing these tips. I was so happy they came to me today. All right, because life gets heavy and you can't stay heavy all the time. You got to look everything in the face and keep 10 toes down, right? You guys, I don't need to get all emotional. It's just like, don't let life intimidate you. All right, you show up. All right, and I know, okay, that's what I was saying. What was coming to me today while he was saying that, or one of these videos was like, I know whose I am and who I am. Once you know more your purpose, you start understanding who you are.
Yes, so we're standing right now at COI.
Hi, y'all. Okay, and so you want to know when you start meditating, that was the bonus tip. When you start meditating, even if it's 10 minutes a day, it's so weird. Your notion of time changes, okay? You start understanding time differently because God opens up time for you because you're entering into God's time. Look at where I am. Oh, I could flip it. Hold on, look for a second. It's so cool. It's cool to like see my shadows sometimes. I could show you one of my tricks maybe. Well, then it's flipped. Then you don't see my shadow. Here, let me do it. All right, I'm like a kid in this, all right? So that ought to be an extra tip too. You guys, Jesus was always speaking to us about how to understand the highest truths that ever were. So you can understand from such a high level. Imagine, this is what true holy spirituality is one is, hey, is God will transform you. Well, that's one of our friends, but two is you're living life. It's like you're on the 3rd floor and God wants to take you to the top of the building so you can live life. It's like he's making you into your eternal self and you're also living life at such a higher place. And you're worth this truth. Now, why people don't look after this truth, I think about that all the time. Why don't people know all of these things that I'm constantly seeking after? Like seek wisdom. It says, there's a verse, I think it's in Hebrews, it says, God rewards those who diligently seek him. And God is beyond he and she. The absolute infinite beingness. All right, so, okay. Welcome Randy and C-Star and N14N and Jessica and anyone else. Just say hi if you want me to say your name if I forgot it, if I didn't see it, because I'm staying on this. And look, we're roller skating, sunset, so skate, sunset, and spiritual tips from a psychologist. Now, I'm not your psychologist online. If you need one, then go get one. I always say that because I don't want people to, to think, and I wish I could play my music, but I haven't figured out how to do that at the same time while I'm doing this live. Because, okay, so one, keep your eyes on the prize. No, eyes up. Don't be looking down when life, the verse that's coming to my mind for this, now just take this spiritually. If you're not a Christian or you don't understand these things, just don't dismiss it. Take it spiritually. In your spiritual mind there's a verse that says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Now, if the devil is the enemy of our soul and the one that always wants us to stay in shame and always wants to keep us down, then you resist not by fighting back, but by keeping your eyes up. Like, think about all these lovely things. Get in this nature, get in beauty. Stay with a vision. God has given, every single person has a purpose here. Every single person does. I find the weirdest verses that show this, but hi, that's awesome. Bring your own. I forgot, I don't want to show kids, but he has a little wheelie thing to learn. So, be present, be really present. Presence with God, it's just like the heart emoji with fire. It just burns through everything. It burns through everything. Like, I can't express how, anyway, I feel it, you guys. All right, let me get in the sun. Okay, So if the enemy of our soul wants to keep us in shame, wants to keep us locked in addictions, I put my hand here sometimes and I do this. This is what any kind of addiction is. It keeps us locked in the same toxic pattern, and you're worth more. And so I was thinking, that's what I was saying a little earlier. I get reminded of what I was saying so that we can finish this. It's like, now I forgot what it was, but I'll get it. Is that I'll remember it. It was what I was saying right back there. Okay, so just trust the process. Trust that you are guided, and know whose you are and who you are. The more you know that, and that's one of the things I was saying is Revelation. In Revelation, I think it's 2:18. It's this weird verse, right? It says, "Hi, Maria." It says, "And to him or her, any of us that overcome, I will give you a white stone, and on that white stone will be your name, your God name, your name that only God knows and God shares with you." And so if you really meditate on that and know that, it's showing, hi Iowa. It's showing that that you have a specific purpose. You are an individual, unique expression of God on this earth. And so it's important that you wake up to it. It's important. All right. So step one, besides all these other side tips, is keep your eyes up. Don't look down when people are trying to intimidate you and when life is trying to intimidate you. When you practice holding your shoulders back and being confident even in your posture. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier, right? Is it teaches you, it helps you. When you practice that, it becomes more natural to you. Just like I didn't know how to skate at first, and now I can do the splits on skates, but I don't know if I'm going to set the phone down and do that. Maybe that'll be the end. Hey, Siggy and Ali. All right, so I gotta just say that next time when it comes up, like when I remembered what that was. That's so funny. Okay, so step 2 was remain relaxed, okay? And when he was saying that, I was thinking of how I'm always relaxed when I'm skating now, except for I lost a wheel a couple minutes ago, right before this. And I never did that before, but I did it fall. Hi, Amy. Hi, Abuelo. Hi, Most Hated. Okay, so welcome, you guys. Hi, y'all. Okay, we got dogs again. Okay, so sorry if there's wind. I'll try to cover with my hands. So you don't want to stay in addictions. You want to learn how to meditate, because that helps you quiet your mind and get in the presence of God. God is the I am that I am. God is love. And so you're actually just learning how to tune in to real love. And who doesn't want to do that? Oh yeah, thank you. I want to say it. Is I kept focusing and looking at why do people miss this? Why don't people get all this wisdom that I'm constantly like wanting to know and wanting to give away and give away and give away, because it took me 9 years to get my doctorate in psychology, and that was just me studying in school to get my doctorate, right? And then I've been practicing for 20, and I'm only 28, right? So I started, anyway, we're all ageless in spirit. So, but I was thinking is because why? You think of that. Why don't people get all this? I'm gonna flip it so you can see this beautiful view. Why don't people do that? Why don't people go and hold on, get this, flip camera. Look at the sun. Here's the skates. Okay, so here's the balloon again. These purple trees, aren't these awesome? Okay, so why don't people do this? Why don't people get the wisdom that's free, that's out here, that you can all know? Hi, Kel and Mama Hill. All right, so everyone here, I totally trust that you're here for a reason. And that's just not weird, made up stuff. It's just understanding that we are all unique expression of God, and you're all, okay, so everyone is meant to know this stuff. And the other reason I think that people don't get this is because you don't know your worth. Okay, if your parents had got this understanding that God is love and worked hard to align themselves with love, then they would have taught you by their actions that you're worth it. I'm roller skating, giving psychological and spiritual insight, all right? I'm not saying advice, I'm saying insight. Stuff that I got even today. But I have an ear attuned to listen to this, just like if you, here, if you're a mechanic, then you hear mechanic things. If you are a film director, look, that you know where all the shots are, you pay attention to that. So you have to tune your ears to your soul life, to your spiritual life, to God, to divine love. God is love. And it's not just this fancy pie in the sky. Oh, God is love. Like, God really is love. That says in 1 John, it says, when you love, you know God, because that's what God is. Hold on. I've got to flip around. But when you're not in love, stay in love. Oh, you can't really tell how fast that was, but all right. So when you're not in love, you're not knowing the nature of God. You want to know God experientially, okay? So step one that I was watching this guy's, I don't know if he did it live today, but it was today posted on YouTube, but this guy named Riches with Reno, or Reno and Riches, R-H-E-N-O, but it just happened to be on, of course, but it's just like this happened to be on for you. All right, hi Pedram and Cajun Mom and St. Christopher. That's awesome. All right, so I'm dropping the holy spiritual downloads for us because I'm a Christian, but I welcome all religions. Hey Joe, I'm doing a live. She waves. I knew she wouldn't mind. So all my friends skate around here. Okay. All right, this isn't work though. This is fun. Okay, so step one was keep your eyes up. Whatever life is throwing at you, you put your 10 toes down and you're like, I can do that. I got God. God's getting my back. The more you know God, the more you can stand in that. Stand on that. That's like, you've got the biggest and best and most loving bodyguard behind you. He's got your back. I like this woman named Latoya Okia. She's like, he's my peace, like peace and my peace. He protects me. And he doesn't have to use violence, but it says, like, touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. You don't want to ever, like, everybody could be that of God. So always be kind. Have boundaries, for sure. Have boundaries and set boundaries, because you're worth boundaries. And that's another thing, is like, we internalize, we get our worth programmed in us, right? Like, we don't want to miss the sunset. We get our worth programmed in us, but what we get programmed in us is not your real worth. You want to know your real worth. And so your real worth, God knows that. Jesus was always speaking of it in, I don't want to say in code, he's talking about it naturally, but it's a mystery you're meant to unfold and know. And I'm giving you some of it right now because I've worked really hard, because I was very depressed for a long time, and I don't want other people to be locked in that. Hi, Michael T. and Mindy. Okay, so look at the birds up there. You guys, I can zoom in on this too. Let me zoom back out. We just look at how much, like, if I hadn't made this choice, like, it came to my intuition earlier today, go live when you're skating today. I was like, all right, I'll do that. That was for you. This is for you. This is because God wanted to communicate this, whatever I'm saying to you today. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but he wants you to know how loved you are. There's a verse that says, I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. His banner over me is love. And these days we can say, that's in the Song of Solomon, his hashtag over me is love. So just if you imagine God as love, saying me plus you equals love, and this banner over you, whether you're a man or a woman, whatever, is like this big hashtag that says love, loved, beloved, cherished, forgiven, redeemed. Like he wants to give you all of that. Take your shame away, because shame fuels addiction. So psychologically understand, when we stay in our shame, let's go down here. I'm gonna flip this. There's no soccer players today, so we can take this unless there's rocks. Look at the birds. Here, I'll keep going in the sun. Okay, so shame fuels addiction, and you can't just pretend, oh, I don't have any shame anymore because I don't care. And then you go numb. No, this is why God is perfect, and Christ came to redeem us, to give us his righteousness, so that you don't have to carry your shame. He says, put on my righteousness. I did everything in perfect love. The word sin just means to miss the mark of perfection. In Greek, it's hamartia. And so here, I have my heart, remember? Here's this heart. It just means to be off the mark, like not in the perfect dead center. And so, like, God is so good. God wants to transform us and teach us how to love that highly and be loved. Once you start loving that way, you know what real love is. You don't have to wait for all these other people to come in and go, hey, you know, it's like when we keep chasing a narcissist, let's say, they're chasing their own, building up their false self, their egotism. But we're chasing the narcissist and hoping that they show up for us. And that's just a repetition of childhood. That's a repetition of looking for love in all the wrong places, you know, trying to get the love. There's nothing wrong that you want love. That's how we were made, because we came out of love. We were made out of love. And so, look, there in John 1:9, it says, he is the light, and it's talking about Christ, that lighteth all men and women, people that came, human beings, souls, right, that came into this world. And so we all have a craving for this. St. Augustine says that our hearts are restless until they find their rest in God. And I'm not trying to like proselytize, I'm just telling you how my own, like this story for you. This story. Hi, David. Hi. King Talk Nights and Mike and T, and I think I already said hi to Mindy. Yeah. Okay, so we're spiritual skating. I'm a psychologist who sings and skates. So like whatever, all that is, like I don't even care about talking about myself. I just say it so that you know that you are a unique creation of God. If I am this weird and I'm on TikTok giving us, you know, anyway, then you know that you are just this weird, and there are people that need to be listening to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be on like a platform, just wherever you are, that's your people. All right, these are my people, skate where we're skating, and y'all are too tonight. Y'all are part of my family. All right, hi Jessica. Okay, so all right, so I'll remember step 1 was keep your eyes up. Don't look down. People try to intimidate you. Life tries to intimidate you. I have this beautiful quote from Van Gogh, and he said, nothing's more intimidating than that blank canvas staring at you. He's like, but you just stare right back at it and put something on that page. This is Van Gogh. Like, no one bought his paintings. Here, I'll show you. There's a volleyball in the sun. That's why I like coming over here. Oh, balloon again. No one bought his paintings, only his brother. And now his paintings are worth like $1 billion, probably, one of them. But millions, all right? So don't look for other people's approval. You're not here to please other people. You're here because God made you unique, and you are a unique expression of God. And you're meant to know that. You're meant to know that. Hi, Ellie, and another Jessica, and Football Life. Hi, Football Life. I love your videos. Hi, Celestine. They're just so peaceful like this, right? Even though I don't play football, but I mean, I have before. Look, right? The sun's setting, I'm skating. All right, I wasn't allowed to go live before, so I was like, let's go, let's do this. Okay, so So keep your eyes up. The next one is stay relaxed. No matter what's coming at you. I told you guys I saw a cancer doctor today. Not for me, but I can't say who, but it's not pretty, but things are gonna be fine, I think, you know. Just stay in prayer, but stay in your peace. Stay peace. Don't let any external circumstance take away your peace. Hey! She's a photographer. She did, that woman over there filmed one of my skating videos and it went to like, I don't know, like 20,000 people or something. It was so wild. Okay, I'll show you what they're doing. Oh, hi. Okay, but I gotta get away from their music. Hey, you changed your hair. I'll come back in a second. All right. All right, so, I don't like showing people unless they want to be on, but my skate friends usually don't care because we do skate videos with each other. But okay, so I only had 5 of these, but I had like 100 bonus tips, right, you guys? I hope this saves. My last one did. I did a like 1 minute testing a couple days ago and they're like, you can go live now. I'm like, what? Okay, step 1, keep your eyes up. Step 2, stay relaxed. Let me think if I can remember step 3, 4, and 5, because I wrote them down. They might be in my car, but let's just do our best to remember. One of the things he said, this is a guy named Reno, Riches with Reno or something, on YouTube today. I just watched a video and I listened with my spiritual ears. So I got all this other stuff that I can put in with his stuff. So it's not just taking his stuff, but I'm mentioning him because I was inspired, you know, inspired is in spirit. He was talking about chosen ones. And so the Holy Spirit will speak through each of us. You're each, even if you don't know this, right? Even if you don't know this same loving creator created all of us. Just like all of the bad people in this world, the people that are choosing the bad, God's letting the sun shine on them so they can still have crops and make food and thrive in this world because there's a higher purpose than just shutting them down, you know. Maybe they'll turn. So one thing he said was learn how to stay detached. And he said it like, don't care, learn how to not care. There's a Ben Folds 5. I got to meet them one time. I was friends with this one musician named Elliott Smith. He's no longer here on this earth. But he was playing in New York and I was backstage with him and Ben Folds was opening up for a man, Beck. Anyway, so I got to meet all of them, but Ben Folds has a song called, Ben Folds 5 had this song called Fight the Game of Who Could Care Less. But this isn't, again, okay, this is not about hardening your heart. The world will tell you a backwards way to do this. Hi, Chris and Hugo. And so what the enemy of our soul does is he always has something to tell you, but he just tells you partial truth. He comes as an angel of light. And so he's deceptive, right? And he will just give you some truth so that you follow it and then just distract you and take you off. That was one of the other things, all right? Good, I remember 4 of them. Is stay detached. And the fifth one was don't let them distract you. And I'll try to remember the 3rd one. But these are like 5 tips that can help you in every area of your life, in your relationships, in your relationship with God, in your purpose, and understanding what your purpose is. Here, let me flip this. And understanding what your purpose is here. Stay in peace. And then the 3rd one here is don't, well, this was part of the stay detached, is it's not like you don't care. It's like you're really learning how to not get your worth from these external sources, to not get your worth from this false ego identity, to like, what does another person know about your worth that you can't get directly from God? What do they know? Now, we're so used to not getting enough from our own parents just because they're imperfect. And if they don't know their worth, they can't teach you about yours. Here's the skates. They light up at night, right? Well, I mean, they light up all the time, but you see them at night. So why? So it's not about like forcing yourself to be detached, but it just teaches you, the more you lean into God and build this relationship internally. Hi, Pam, Mike. The more you do that, the more you learn how to be properly detached, learn how to be detached in a way where you start knowing your real worth and you're not looking for it externally anymore. All right, let me see, because I made a reel of this today. I made a remix of his, look. And so I'm trying to remember what I wrote on the page, because I wrote all 5 and then I tweeted it. Oh, I'll get it on here so you can see it. I'll plan to put that here on my TikTok. All right, that's wrapping it up. Ah, rock. Flip camera. Okay. Oh, I flipped it twice. And I can do my splits. Not that I have to do the splits for anyone. This one video I was watching today is like, I had some time on my lunch break, so I got to sit and watch some videos. That's so awesome. All right, so I'm so glad you got to come by here. This is only like my first real live on TikTok. I did one live testing the other day, a couple days ago, when they said, you can go live now on TikTok. All right. Oh, kids, I don't want kids on. Here's the volleyball. Okay, let's see. Let's see if there's rocks. Okay. I go all the way down, but I can't really do that with my phone, and you won't be able to see it. It doesn't look like anything. Anyway, that's it. Let me think what the third one was. Not to be a pleaser, not to be distracted, because they'll try to distract you. And he described it so well. Oh, this is my psychologist friend. All right, I'm gonna go. I wish you love. Thanks for being here. Let's see how to end this.